I see.
Yeah.
Thank you, Advocate.
There's no re-examinations.
No, nothing. But in any case, this was
For the evidence of
cross-examination arising from new facts,
New facts, okay.
new evidence.
yeah.
Yes. So we have no examination to the witness.
So what do we do now?
Wow, Baloyi, no re-examination? That is a first. That has never, ever, ever, ever happened. Well, at least that I remember. Where the state does not want to re-examine. Or is it that Baloyi is done with the brigadier? No. Let me tell you why, okay? Baloyi didn't want to talk or re-examine Brigadier Kininda on the Mzala situation between accused number 1, Umuzisibiya, and Gwabini, okay? No, the state had no interest in that. The state also had no interest in speaking further on Umhlabuya Lingana. No, not at all. Baloyi wanted to get out of there as fast as possible. Because in his mind, he thought, I've made it. We've done it. These guys did not cross-examine on the aerial photos. Oh my gosh. They did not talk about the inspection in loco. This is exactly what we needed. They're satisfied with the aerial photos and they're just going to drop the whole thing with Umuzi Sevilla. Life is good. Life is golden. Little did he know, Umnisi Wemvula is not at the Comrades Marathon. He's inside Pagati, the courtroom. You've got to be kidding me. Nisi stands up and says, we've got to talk. We've got to talk because what is the state trying to do here? Listen, you have to hear it yourself. There is no way I can paraphrase what Baloyi said. I can give you a spoiler alert. Yeah. Baloyi is sneaky. Baloyi did not make any plans to ever do an inspection in loco. In fact, he was never going to tell anyone about it. He was hoping that everyone forgets about it. But then my question is, Abondaba, you think we're not waiting for it? Nisi, why would you think you can get away with it? This is ridiculous to me, but I'm going to speak more on it. Let's hear Baloyi try to tell us about the inspection in loco.
Well, firstly, we have finished the defense with the Section 205 subpoena pertaining to the ENCA footage. As far as the state is concerned, my lord, there are only 2 short witnesses. It's Mr. Bailey that must still testify and the photographer who took the aerial photos.
Is that Manakej?
Yes. We indicated that he's on leave. If my colleagues have got no suggestion as to how we should proceed, then we should then start with the recess today.
Okay. All right.
And resume. As I say,
so you're not calling any other witnesses?
No, we not, except for those 2 short witnesses, my lord. We are basically done, except for those 2 short witnesses.
Okay. So when does the recess end? On the 30th?
No. Just want to quickly check. The recess starts on the 21st of July. I'm sorry. The next term.
Okay.
Starts on the 21st of July.
Okay. So we adjourn until then.
Yes. Unless if it looks like Advocate Nisi wants to say something.
Yeah.
Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir.
I'm not so sure whether this is an opportune time to inquire as to the arrangements, as to how far the arrangements are in respect of the order that I requested from the court, the holding of the inspection in loco. That's number 1. Number 2, the issue relating to the AVL records in respect of the other motor vehicles that we requested them on.
Yes, Mr. Baloyi. in your
Please,
report?
please, my lord, regarding the letter inquiry about the AVL, I think affidavits have been handed up as to the efforts that were made,
Okay.
and the information or the outcome of those efforts. If I'm not mistaken, that affidavit was handed up as Exhibit XXX. Now, as far as the inspection in loco is concerned, my lord, we have let evidence on aerial photos. There was no cross-examination on that. We really don't see what purpose will the inspection in loco serve if no issue was joined with the aerial photo or aerial photos. I mean, serve the same purpose as an inspection in loco. I mean, we saw the area concerned. But yeah, if the defense still insists on an inspection in loco, we're told that this will be a logistical nightmare and a great security risk, my lord. We would have seen from the aerial photos that there is a hostel across the police station. We informed that basically that hostel need to be evacuated in total, and security measures put in place there at that particular hostel. It will therefore, my lords, be a Herculean task to arrange an inspection in loco. It should be the last resort, my lord. Hence, we presented evidence on aerial photographs.
How many soldiers do you need?
There is always, always, always a first time. I cannot even believe my lord said that, and he said it under his breath. Baloyi heard it, but he was like, I did not hear the man say, how many soldiers do you need? I'll be honest, I didn't hear it when I was watching it live. I'm hearing it now when I'm editing, and you already know Mr. Bowtie has to assist us with the laugh, because what do you mean, Judge Rata? Anyway, so unfortunately or fortunately, Umnisi cut the flow there. Umnisi stands up right away to respond. So we'll never know. We'll never know what Baloyi will say to how many soldiers he will need. But you already know. So here's what I understand from all the stammering and stuttering that Baloyi did. The as I and listen, there were many vowels inserted there. Okay. Baloyi suddenly was struggling to speak. It could have been any time now where he was going to ask for a comfort break, because it looks like he was going to need it. The man was in need of a way out, and no one was assisting him. And did you hear the judge start to tap the pen? What? When the state is speaking? How could you, my lord? But let me tell you something. There's a first time for everything. Well, you know what? We'll take a win as a win. The judge is listening, okay? Where it matters, which should be the entire case. But you know what? Local inspection and Umnisi is not backing down, okay? The judge is like, you know what? I've already had a confrontation with this man. I cannot take a second one. I just want to go on my recess. I want to go in peace. You guys arrange this inspection in local and let me know, because I'm dizzy, okay? So for me, it's how dare Baloyi, the audacity, the nerve. So first he told us he was going to go and arrange that local inspection. Okay, that was about 2 weeks ago. He comes back with aerial photos, beams them, and Nisi says, what are you doing? And he says, oh my God, stop it. It's not a substitution for the aerial inspection. So the defense let it happen. Now that it's done, cross-examination is done, he says, they never cross-examined on the photos. So I don't see what the issue is. I mean, I don't see, there was no cross-examination on that. We really don't see what the purpose what the purpose with the inspection in local serves. Sir, if no issue was joined with the aerial photos, they serve the same purpose as the inspection in No, they don't. Like, what does Baloyi take us for? Yes, I said us. If the defense still insists on the inspection in local, we are told that this will be a logistical nightmare and a great security risk for my lord. So you thought you could scare the judge by telling him this is risky for him? His life is in danger? Not the accused, that they could try to escape. No, that this would be a security risk for my lord. You see, I told you guys before that he knows how to appeal to the judge, but this one he misfired. He misfired, okay? He's hired gun and the gun is misfiring. Remember that from Umnisi? We would have seen from the aerial photos that there's a hostel across the police station. There's a hostel across the police station. I'm going to say it again. There's a hostel across the police station. First of all, is the hostel the high risk? The people in the hostel, are they the problem? But they live in front of a police station. Surely the police have gone there 1 or 12 times. Surely. What is Baloyi saying? Is he saying it's a haven for Izinkabi? This is the same Baloyi who brought affidavits from Kwabini telling us he took a Zungunizer's firearm. Listen, Baloyi, you're going to have to deal with your feelings. We are going for the local inspection, with or without you, okay? With or without you. You seem to be afraid of the hostel. Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. And my lord is not listening, okay? That hostel needs to be evacuated in total. Why would the hostel need to be evacuated in total? What is going on? And security measures put in place at that particular hostel. And my lord comes up with the solution. How many soldiers do you need? Let's do this. Let me know your thoughts on this hostel dun because Guningi, right? Let's continue hearing how Omnis is going to respond.
How many soldiers do you need? Yeah. Okay, let's hear you first.
My lord, when I raised the issue about the photos,
Yeah.
it's really actually a shame that this is now being introduced to the court. Because the state, Mr. Baloyi himself, not actually the state, Mr. Baloyi himself said that those aerial photos are not a substitute to the holding of the inspection in. Now he comes with all this rhetoric that he's coming up with. And that was a court order. So now he says he does not see a reason why inspection in Doko must be held because of logistical nightmares. South Africa is not a Mickey Mouse country, my lord. It has got all the facilities. Unless Mr. Baloyi sees South Africa and administration in South Africa is a Mickey Mouse administration. And I will never say that, my lord. There is no reason. I'm still talking.
Yes.
There's no reason why, my lord. There's no reason why there should be an evacuation of the entire hostel. Who said that the whole hostel must be evacuated? Brigadier Kininda himself said the hostel is not in the immediate vicinity of the police station. I'm not inclined to believe what Mr. Baloyi is saying unless there's an affidavit that is presented to court that says that for the holding of the inspection in loco, the whole of the hostel must be evacuated. And why should then only the hostel be evacuated and not all the other areas that are adjacent to that police station where this inspection in loco must be held? I don't want to insult the administration of this country, my lord. The current administration in this fact fought for very fervently for them to be in place. It's a shame when we had something like this from the state itself that should actually be applauding all the good work that the current government is doing. It's a shame. Because that indicates that the holding of the inspection in local will not succeed because of the fact that there are no resources. And I don't want to insult this government that I love so much.
Brigadier, you are the...
We are tired of the banana republic, but Omnisi said it better, okay? South Africa is not a Mickey Mouse country. It has got all the facilities, unless Baloyi sees South Africa as the administration in South Africa. And Omnisi told Baloyi to sit down. He told him to take several seats. I'm still talking. Ooh, that had got to have hurt. Nisi Wembula was spitting facts. and also that he loves the current administration, but we'll talk about that in a separate video. And then one thing I want to comment on, and he says that, who said that the whole hostel has to be evacuated? And why the hostel? I just literally just said it. I just said it. Why the hostel? Why not Tops? Why not? I mean, here's the thing. You're saying in front of a police station is such a high risk. Then it means the police are not safe themselves in their own police station in this area. What kind of an area is this? And how come the army hasn't already been deployed there? It seems to be such a high-risk location in South Africa. Wow.
It's only South Africa. Terrible things are happening in South Africa. The leadership is doing some terrible things, horrible things. So that's under investigation right now. We'll make a determination. And until such time as we find out what South Africa is doing,